Kim Christfort, Business Chemistry: How Cognitive Diversity Makes Your Team and Organization Smarter. Dive into the world of business chemistry: How Cognitive Diversity Makes Your Team and Organization Smarter by Kim Christfort, and discover how different working styles can coexist and thrive in a team. In this summary, you'll learn about the 4 primary working styles: pioneers, guardians, drivers, and integrators, and how they might influence your workplace dynamics. Unravel the strengths, weaknesses, and unique contributions of each personality type, as well as tips on how to effectively interact, collaborate, and make the most out of each working style.
The pioneer personality. Pioneers are creative and energetic individuals who can easily generate countless ideas but often struggle with details and structure. Their boundless enthusiasm tends to both inspire and exhaust those around them. Despite their shortcomings, pioneers have been found to be the most prevalent personality type among CEOs, demonstrating their ability to succeed. A historical example of this archetype is Ernest Shackleton, the adventurous explorer, who, even when faced with challenges, used his unwavering energy to keep his crew's spirits high and find a solution. Picture a colleague or boss who never runs out of big ideas and energetically dives into every room with a fearless attitude. They're constantly suggesting new directions and opportunities, yet struggle with the nitty-gritty aspects of turning ideas into reality. If this description resonates with you, you're likely dealing with a pioneer. With an undeniable aversion to structure, pioneers can unintentionally overburden their teammates with incomplete plans, leaving them to fill in the gaps. Although this may create additional work for others, pioneers are extremely successful in their endeavors, often climbing to the highest ranks in their organizations. Ernest Shackleton, a British explorer, serves as a prime example of the pioneer personality. In 1914, he launched an ambitious expedition to traverse uncharted Antarctic territories. Attracting thousands of volunteers with his reputation for daring leadership, Shackleton embarked on this perilous journey with unwavering enthusiasm. When the expedition faced adversity and his ship was caught in ice, Shackleton's pioneer traits shone through. He devised creative solutions to maintain crew morale and improvised a plan to save the group when it was necessary. Despite the hardships, he rowed hundreds of miles across the ocean in a dinghy to get help, showcasing the relentless spirit of a pioneer. In conclusion, the pioneer personality is often associated with great success, boundless energy, and a constant thirst for adventure. Although they may struggle with attention to detail, they remain an inspiring force, relentlessly moving from one adventure to another. Embracing the guardian's strengths. Every workplace has that one person who resists change and sticks to the tried-and-tested ways of doing things. They're a guardian, someone who values stability and structure, fostering an organizational environment rooted in strong foundations. However, this working style may be seen as a roadblock to progress, especially given today's rapid technological advancements. But before you dismiss guardians as dull or holding you back, consider the unique value they bring to the table: thorough risk analysis, careful planning, and unyielding reliability. They might not be the most dynamic or agile, but their steady hands have played significant roles in shaping history, like Queen Victoria's reign. It's crucial to appreciate and utilize guardian strengths within any organization. Every organization has at least one person who instinctively resists change and prefers sticking to established routines. These individuals, known as guardians, always put stability and structure first, making sure everything is built upon solid foundations. They may appear as a roadblock to progress, and their conservative nature might create an impression of someone unable to adapt with the ever-changing times. However, it's important not to underestimate the value that guardians bring to the table. They can be your best ally when it comes to avoiding potential pitfalls, thanks to their need for structure and stability. Their careful planning and risk mitigation strategies help create an environment where informed, sound decisions can be made. Guardians might not be the life of the office party, but you can always count on their reliability. If they promise to do something, they will follow through, no matter what. Historically, guardians have had significant impact in shaping events. Take Queen Victoria, for example, a key figure with strong guardian traits. As one of the longest-reigning monarchs, she was acutely aware of the importance of upholding traditions and had an unrivaled attention to detail. Victoria meticulously read and signed every one of the thousands of diplomatic communications sent on her behalf, as she understood the weight of her responsibility. Today, she's known as the grandmother of Europe, a testament to the undeniable influence guardians can have within any organization. It's essential to recognize and harness the strengths they offer, adapting them to complement the dynamic needs of modern businesses. Unstoppable drivers. Driven individuals are known for their unstoppable determination and laser-like focus in achieving their goals. These drivers analyze data, determine the most logical course of action, and make sure tasks are completed to the best of their ability. While their exceptional problem-solving capabilities are highly valued, their cold and blunt nature often puts them on the lower end of the empathy scale. Despite the negative perceptions, history has shown that drivers can achieve great things, as seen with Theodore Roosevelt's determination in building the Panama Canal. In every workplace, there's always that one person who consistently rises to the challenge and gets things done, the driver. These individuals practically have goal achievement built into their DNA. They gather and analyze data, cut to the chase, and execute the most logical plan without wasting any time. When drivers enter a meeting, they're focused on gathering facts, disputing inaccuracies, and laying out a clear course of action. However, their often blunt and directive approach can make drivers one of the least enjoyable personality types to work with. Perceived as cold and unsympathetic, they prioritize problem-solving and task execution over empathizing with their peers. Instead of seeking consensus, they push forward independently until the job is done. Despite these social skill shortcomings, drivers have left impressive legacies throughout history. A prime example is Theodore Roosevelt, one of the greatest U.S. presidents, who exemplified the driver personality. Driven by a relentless pursuit of progress, Roosevelt championed the ambitious Panama Canal project. Ignoring the myriad of challenges, he charged forward with innovative solutions to build a waterway that would revolutionize transportation between New York and San Francisco. After only a decade, the Panama Canal stood as a testament to the driver mindset's ability to achieve monumental feats. Indeed, while their social graces may be lacking, drivers possess the unwavering determination and problem-solving prowess that can change the world. Unraveling the Integrator. Integrators are individuals who prioritize building relationships, treating others with kindness and empathy. They can be great team players as they genuinely care about their colleagues' well-being, and strive to find harmony among team members. However, these natural collaborators may sometimes encounter challenges when placed in leadership roles, as their focus on pleasing everyone can lead to diluted decision-making. Though they may not be seen as bold leaders, some exceptional integrators, like Abraham Lincoln, have displayed extraordinary diplomacy, ultimately proving the tremendous potential of their unique skills. Are you fond of working with someone who makes you feel like a friend, not just a coworker? Someone who's always there to lend an ear or show their understanding? You might be describing an integrator. Although they bring a harmonious atmosphere to a team, their effect on productivity and goal achievement can be a mixed bag. Integrators put people and relationships first, sometimes at the expense of prioritizing tasks and setting precise objectives. Their approach revolves around fostering friendships within the team and implementing decisions that garner universal approval. When faced with conflicts, they tend to seek common ground, driven by responsibility rather than competition. Despite their collaborative nature, integrators may struggle in leadership positions. They can be so focused on reaching consensus that they avoid making tough, effective decisions in favor of passable solutions that garner less opposition. Their aversion to confrontation could lead to ambiguous feedback, leaving teammates uncertain about their thoughts and direction. It's essential not to overlook the remarkable strengths that integrators can possess, as they can make excellent diplomats. Abraham Lincoln, 16th President of the United States, was an eminent integrator. His emphasis on social justice and empathy earned him the presidency, and his Gettysburg Address exemplified his ability to promote healing and unity during a contentious period. Lincoln's story serves as an inspiring reminder of the power that lies within integrators when they fully utilize their distinctive skills. Connecting with pioneers. Pioneers flourish in the workplace by constantly generating creative ideas and seeking new challenges. In order to develop strong collaborations with them, it's important to avoid bluntly dismissing their enthusiasm. Instead, tactfully encourage them to consider the broader effects of their suggestions. As a pioneer, turning those grand visions into reality requires overcoming any natural inclination to give up prematurely on problems. Breaking projects into smaller tasks and celebrating achievements along the way can help achieve success. Have you ever been told to treat others the way you want to be treated? While the golden rule from childhood may sound ideal, it doesn't always apply in the real world. With countless personalities, motivations, and preferences out there, one type of communication can appease one person, but baffle or agitate another. Let's delve into the world of pioneers and how they can prosper in the workplace. For establishing a strong working rapport with pioneers, it's crucial to remember one word: yes. Pioneers, the eternal optimists, gleefully flex their creative muscles and thrive when others contribute as well. Dousing their fervor by bluntly negating their ideas isn't the right approach. Instead, gently nudge them to examine the broader consequences of their proposals. When a pioneer excitedly brings forth a half-baked idea, respond enthusiastically but with a thought-provoking question such as, "Interesting. Can you help me understand how this would work practically?" By elaborating, the pioneer might identify the shortcomings themselves without feeling dejected. As a pioneer, ensuring the realization of grand visions poses a challenge. It's not uncommon for pioneers to suggest innovative solutions and then leave the implementation to others, which may lead to the ideas never seeing the light of day. Due to their extroverted nature, pioneers may surrender on obstacles quicker than introverts do. To combat this instinct, break the project into bite-sized portions and enjoy the satisfaction of completing each step, making your feel-good achievements propel you to success. Guardian's Guide to Success. The key to achieving success and reducing stress for a guardian personality type is recognizing their need for structure, planning, and clarity. Supervisors should provide ample time for planning, avoid impromptu meetings, and establish clear expectations to help guardians excel. Guardians, on the other hand, can reframe stressful situations as exciting and positively change their mindset to effectively tackle challenges. Imagine Gwendolyn, a guardian, put in charge of a new project with complete autonomy. While most might think of this as a fantastic opportunity, for Gwendolyn, it spells disaster. Guardians require a balance of time, space, and clear guidance, which Gwendolyn's supervisors neglect to provide. Structure is the bread and butter of a guardian's success. Given short notice, tight deadlines, and a lack of planning, Gwendolyn feels overwhelmed and disoriented from the get-go. Add to this the constant pressure from superiors checking on her progress, resulting in Gwendolyn struggling to focus on the intricate details she excels at handling. Clarity is another cornerstone of guardian success. However, when Gwendolyn's supervisors provide unclear expectations and changing visions on a whim, she feels like she's on quicksand instead of stable ground. This lack of clarity ultimately causes her to merely survive the project, rather than excel. Learning from Gwendolyn's story, it's crucial to adapt our approach when working with guardian personality types. Ensure that they have ample information and time to process it before making decisions or discussing topics, and provide crystal clear expectations for their tasks. However, if you're a guardian like Gwendolyn, how do you handle inevitable spontaneous meetings or shifting expectations? The secret lies in mindset management. By reframing your stress response, from a racing heart to excitement, for example, you can significantly reduce your anxiety levels. Research indicates that changing one's outlook on stress may be more beneficial than merely trying to reduce it. While it may be challenging to relabel your stress at first, persistent efforts will pay off, allowing you to better navigate challenging situations. By understanding and catering to the strengths and needs of Guardian personality types, supervisors can set them up for success while Guardians themselves can develop a healthy mindset to tackle any challenge that arises. Appeasing the driver personality. Dana, a driver with a strong competitive nature, finds herself frustrated by her team's new reporting system that lacks clear targets and performance measurements. Drivers thrive when given purpose and goals that they can outperform, making it essential to understand and communicate such objectives. Introducing elements of competition within their responsibilities satiates their need for achievement. As a driver, learning to be kind and adapting empathetic communication will ultimately make attaining your goals easier. Dana's day is going terribly. Her team meeting started with what she deemed as pointless small talk and continued with the introduction of a highly disliked reporting system. She cannot navigate this new system, as it doesn't provide her with distinct targets or a way to measure her performance against her colleagues. Dana feels lost without any specific objectives to pursue. While non-drivers would brush off Dana's bad day, it's crucial to understand that drivers, like Dana, require explicit goals they can strive for and surpass. Their comparatively lower empathy levels make it challenging to grasp the significance of less defined, emotionally driven interactions. To help a driver, it's essential to contextualize requests in their perspective. For instance, Dana's boss could explain the team bonding purpose behind the small talk during meetings, which results in better overall teamwork. While setting expectations and processes, incorporating elements of competition can significantly impact drivers. If direct competition within the team is undesired, alternative comparisons can be introduced, such as measuring performance against past achievements or external competitors. For drivers like Dana, the most effective way to coexist with non-driver coworkers is to practice kindness. Though their instincts lean towards forthright communication, tempering interactions with care is invaluable. A simple, "How was your weekend?" added to an email may appear trivial but can substantially contribute to establishing positive workplace relationships. Ultimately, this empathetic approach ensures smoother goal achievement for drivers. Unleashing the integrator's potential. Integrators are at their best when they can build strong interpersonal relationships and collaborate with their team. In an ideal work environment, they should have opportunities to contribute to group goals, forge deep connections, and receive recognition for their contributions. Employers and colleagues should understand and support their need for social interactions, as it ultimately enhances the team's performance and company success. As an integrator, thriving at work means being part of a close-knit team. They crave great interpersonal relationships, and without them, they quickly lose motivation. Picture an integrator named Hans. Soon after joining a new workplace, he realizes that his boss has zero interest in workplace friendliness. Hans, however, remains determined and engages with other colleagues, hoping to build meaningful connections. He seeks opinions and offers help to create a sense of teamwork. Sadly, his boss doesn't appreciate this approach, leaving Hans feeling isolated, demotivated, and yearning for team spirit. Hans' boss has failed to recognize the potential of having an integrator on the team. Instead of nurturing an environment where Hans can excel as a social connector, his boss is slowly eroding his motivation and commitment to the company. It's just a matter of time before Hans looks elsewhere for a more team-centered workplace. If you interact with an integrator, make the effort to understand and appreciate their personality and contributions. Develop mutual trust by sharing about yourself and supporting their eagerness to assist others. In turn, acknowledge and reward their altruistic nature. As an integrator, it's essential to recognize your unique strengths and find ways to benefit not only your team but also yourself. While assisting others and fostering a supportive atmosphere is vital, do not neglect your personal achievements. Be prepared to articulate your contributions and their positive effects on the organization, especially during moments of evaluation or negotiation. By advocating for yourself, you'll ensure that your value as an integrator doesn't go unnoticed.
In conclusion, Business Chemistry by Kim Christfort sheds light on the importance of understanding and appreciating the diverse working styles present in any team or organization. By recognizing the characteristics and preferences of pioneers, guardians, drivers, and integrators, we can adapt our communication and collaboration strategies to optimize the potential of each individual. Ultimately, appreciating the unique strengths and challenges of each working style will lead to higher levels of success and satisfaction in both professional and personal relationships. So, embrace cognitive diversity and watch your team and organization flourish.